Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do a Sagittarius reading for May 2015. No, 2021. 2015 keeps getting stuck in my head. This is for May 2021, though time is fluid. So, I don't know. 2015, I think, is when I first brought out my YouTube channel. Anyway, this is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may certainly have planets in the sign of Sagittarius. Many of you have been intuitively guided and not sure if you even have Sagittarius. Just trust in that. You are trusting in that, so thank you. I feel like it's just my guides getting in touch with your guides. Because, that is their job, to get messages to us. Our job is to listen, pay attention, stay aware. So anyways, guys, welcome. Let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with the Mother Mary Oracle deck. Let's see what we got. We have hope. Beautiful. Hope. What is life without hope? I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. So this is God asking you to stay hopeful. Keep your hope alive. Beautiful. It feels a beautiful energy. We'll read that at the end. Many of you who have been with me understand why. Reading at the end, I have to say, it just all makes sense. It's like the period at the end of the sentence. And why not give Mother Mary the last word, right? All right, we're going to bring in the Tarot of Dreams. All my decks already pre-shuffled. But I do like to give it a few shuffles with you here also. Okay. Well, they did quite a jump and they're all face up. We have the Three of Pentacles. Bring this lid down a little bit. There we go. By the way, for those of you who say that you want a better look at the cards, I am looking at a particular camera, but I got to research it. We have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups, soulmate energy. We have the Three of Wands. That is your hope, right? That's looking out at your future with hope. It's optimism. It's how you choose to look at the world, right? And then we have the Strength card, card of Leo. Strength card talks about the inner strength that you have built, that you have naturally within you, due to all that you've been through, all that you've overcome. There's nothing that you're going through that someone else hasn't gone through. And I feel like that even talks about a collective kind of soulmate type energy, right? I feel like those who find themselves here, I feel like we're soul family, right? We probably hung out in heaven and made this whole scheme and plan, right, in this lifetime. So anyway, that's what the Strength card is about. It's the ability to overcome truly anything. And as you do, that's why the tiger is prominent, right? It's a lion, right? King of the jungle. Claiming my territory. You have 2 3s in your reading, by the way, that are anchored by the Two of Cups. Three of Pentacles. This is about something that you do, something that you have within you, a gift, a craft, what you may even choose to do for work, something you're good at, right? It's about your unique ability. And, often I feel like it's the missing piece of the puzzle. This is beautiful energy for collaboration, any type of collaboration. I almost feel like, you know, even finding a ghostwriter for someone. Okay, let's keep going. It's interesting that we have, again, I'm seeing these 2 3s, right? I have this 3, I have this 3, and in between those 2 3s is the 2 of Cups. And it's almost like it's 2 people. And this is what this one's doing, this is what this one's doing. We have the Moon, card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. We have Justice. This is the card of Libra. Getting some major arcanas here. We have the 5 of Wands coming under the 3 of Wands. And then we have the 5 of Cups coming under the Strength card, and attached to that is the Emperor. I think I'm going to start another row, though. It just feels like that's how it wants. I was just going to do 8 cards, but I'm going to go ahead and do the full spread. So you have 2 3s, and you also have 2 5s. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. I feel like, first of all, what it's talking about is 2 major changes in your life. Now, that doesn't mean, well, I said major, but, one can be like my outlook on life. Because I do feel like someone, whether it be you or someone else, someone in this 2 of Cups, I feel like at one time, we have the 5 of Wands, and this is kind of battling each other, but it's very like-minded energy. This is when, we can be pulled into our anger, or the energy of needing to be right, right? It's more important than anything, that need to be right, but so is the other person. Their need to be right is just as strong as yours. So in a way, we battle each other. But I always feel in the 5 of Wands, this is about like-minded energy. That's why it just goes around and around and around, right? They're thinking alike. They're even acting alike. Right? So anyway, I feel like in that energy, if they turned around, they could see how truly great they are for each other. Some could be, it's like someone holds the mirror up to you, especially in a twin flame relationship. You got to be prepared for that. Like, there is a mirror that is held up, and you will see, maybe even in a soulmate energy, you will see those parts of yourself that maybe you don't really like. But why? How can I fix that? How do I change that, right? Because 5 says, look at this, perhaps change it. First of all, I have to look at it. I have to realize it without judgment. I have to just be like, okay, I see, I get it. I get it. Like, our need to be right was more important than the need to love at that moment, type of thing. So anyways, and I'm saying all that because I feel like someone has reflected upon that and has seen it, understands it, and has now changed their perspective. And then you move into the 5 of Cups. It's funny. I told myself, don't talk, Sandy, until you get all the cards out. But that never happens. So the 5 of Cups is the energy of missing someone. I'm missing someone. Strength card says you can overcome it, right? You can overcome that. And maybe it's just talking about how I look at it, because in the Five of Cups, I'm thinking about and I'm allowing myself, my energy to remain in all that I have lost, right? All that I have lost. But the Five of Cups, with its change, it's saying there's still two cups out there that you have yet to see. They're even being highlighted, but her back is to it. But you know what? Here is that Two of Cups. So, but what good is it if I don't see it? So I feel like someone really has some revelations. Let's just put it that way. We have the Emperor that came out, the card of Aries. We have Aries, Pisces, and Libra over here, kind of in a little triangle. I don't know if this is someone that you may have been with and then have cut ties. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. It could talk about people that you find that you eventually collaborate with, that maybe you end up partnering ship with. This could be someone that you did. However, there was a lot of ego got involved. Therefore, it changes the atmosphere. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful. Excuse me. This Knight of Pentacles heading right towards the Emperor. First of all, the Emperor, this is coming towards the Emperor, so I know this is someone physically here. This is, normally the Knight of Pentacles to me is your guardian angel that is somehow bringing this pentacle into your life, into your physical world. This is something, that you can touch, hold, whatever. So it's coming, right? And it's heading towards the Emperor. This could talk about a job. This could talk about business ownership, you being the leader. Maybe you don't think you have those qualities, but it's saying you do. Definitely saying you do. So there's that. Okay, let's get the last two cards out. Okay, that's way too many. My table's only so big. We have the Palace of Swords. Palace is about the atmosphere that you will find yourself in. I'm saying will because it's down at the bottom here. If nothing else, this is the Palace of Truth, and I like that because the Five of Wands is above it. So that Five of Wands can't really exist in the Palace of Swords, because it's about truth, it's about honesty, it's about learning to communicate, all of that. Not even learning, but I've learned the art of communication. Some of you, something is moving from that. It's going to talk about a business that's at home. It does feel like with the moon above it, there might be there might be a shadow there. But let me also say, I feel like for someone, there's also probably more than one. This may be something that you do after your normal job or on the weekends, that type of thing, like in your free time. And it may be something that you're working towards that. I think your plan is to bring it to the world, right? Where you are the boss. So, and you may be wondering, am I wasting my time? I would say, no, you're not wasting your time. And I do feel like eventually you will move into that area. Just exactly, keep your eye on the prize. All right, we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like if anybody came here with a question of yes or no, should I or shouldn't I? The Ace of Swords to me is my yes card, sitting right next to the Palace of Swords, so I 100% trust it, right? Above it is the Five of Cups, so am I questioning that energy? We have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I feel like also someone, you might be stuck in this energy of loss, feeling just sad and emotional. I feel like, listen, I feel like you can find your way out of that energy, and I feel like your guides are asking you to, especially with the Strength card right above it. And there's a reason why. It's almost like the feeling of, oh, well, life just isn't worth living and life sucks and, that type of thing. But, don't, I feel like saying don't always put the period at the end of the sentence and think that something is over forever. It may need to evolve. It may have needed to evolve. And I feel like these Two of Cups, the people in these Two of Cups did need to evolve. No doubt. Okay. We have the Hermit, which is kind of beautiful on the bottom of the deck. I feel like it's exactly what is needed, right? Especially if I'm in that Five of Swords energy. The Five of Swords or the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is saying you got to understand that part of what put you in this Five of Cups is missing is the Five of Wands, and that is aggressive energy, and it is both. It is everybody included. You know what I mean? And but that doesn't mean, it's like, how do we say it? I'm Irish and I have an Irish temper. But that doesn't mean I should just naturally use it all the time, right? I have to learn to control it. And I had to learn to control it for real. That type of thing. And why? Well, because I realized, you look back and you're like, why did that happen? Well, I lost my temper and I said things that, maybe you can never take back. You know what I mean? Like, you can take them back, you can apologize, but once they're out there, it's like you cast a seed of doubt. And then that seed grows because that's what the Five of Cups is doing. That's where I'm focusing. So, anyways, I feel like Justice is talking about the cutting of this tie. Again, whether it be work or love, cutting of this tie. However, in the same time, I feel like it's moving you right where you need to go, right where you need to move. So that's why that Five of Cups, your spirit guide is saying, don't get stuck in that. Don't get stuck in that. You know what I mean? If you truly are just missing someone, well, then try to move into your creative house and kind of get lost in that. You know what I mean? Really, that's what you're doing. You're just kind of training your mind. Um, I was thinking the other day, I said, in a way, like, this is a mental game that's played on a physical field, right? That's sometimes how I feel like it's a mental mind game that's played on this physical field, and we've got to use that mind, you know what I mean? Allow it to expand. So, anyways, I feel like kind of that's what you need to do. You need to get lost in something that allows you to get lost in it. And who knows where that takes you, maybe a far dream was to have your own business. And you know, you just never did it. You never did it for whatever reason. So here I am now in the Five of Cups, which tells me I'm by myself. So what am I going to do in this energy, right? I have an option. I can stay in this energy and just keep, you know, feeling sad and down and life sucks. But the Ace of Swords is underneath that. So I have to tell you, I feel like the truth of the matter gets through to you. I really feel like it does. And I feel like, especially with the Queen of Pentacles looking right on. Now, for some reason, this queen may be someone who comes in, or who you know, who maybe you should speak to, right? In a way, I am the Queen of Pentacles speaking to you. And the Strength card's right above that. So it's a reminder that you can overcome this. And it doesn't mean, because I have to be honest, I kind of feel like this is saying, like, the way, you know, these mirrors were shown to each other and they were just cracked. So, you know, time is needed. Experience has to happen. Strength has, you know, I've got to find my way type of thing. And anyway. So anyway, we have the Hermit. Beautiful. Card of Virgo. This is about, you know, I feel like this is about your spirituality in this physical plane. And understanding and learning through the Hermit energy. This is reflection. You know, it's inner reflection, but it's really, you know, when I say inner reflection, I want you to think of your soul or your spirit that is connected to all, right? Or just in this human form. So the Hermit, you're kind of either just learning that or you're remembering that. That you have all that, I almost want to say power, to control your life. You know, so to speak. You know, I feel like you're here for certain experiences, yes. And for some of you, you know, I feel like it's the Five of Cups and how I move beyond that. And don't be surprised, you know, I often see, like, from that energy, the awareness of it, the truth of the matter, that moves into someone creating from that energy. So, you know, past really helping to fuel your future. So the Hermit, beautiful. Reflection. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring in, I was going to say the clarifiers, but to me, they mean just as much. They're just part of the reading. I look at them as the next level. Excuse me. They're already pre-shuffled, by the way. And let's start at the beginning. We're going to look at that Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. We're going to look at the top line. Has the Two of Cups. You know, I read it all together, though. Like, this is the story. All of it, just for me, just flows. We have the Four of Cups. You know what I feel like? This is saying, what do you got to do anyway? Do you have something better to do other than create? Again, I don't know what that means. You know, I mean that by each of us is going to be something different, right? But the Four of Cups talks about spiritual discernment. She's looking back at hope. You know, and there is, you know, in this image, it's almost like a split image. You know, there's this, it feels like porridge to me. I always look at it as like a bowl of porridge. And, you know, maybe I think all my porridge is gone. But here is this bowl of porridge, and it still has steam coming from it. But look at her, she's like bored. Ugh. Right? Ugh. She's almost feels like she's wasting time. She's just wasting her time. She's bored. For some of you, I want to feel, you know, I want to say all of a sudden it looks like jewelry. Like Maybe you have the gift to create to make jewelry. It look like rings. It reminds me of like almost like a wedding band, but kind of like bohemian wedding band. Does that make sense? Okay. No wonder hope is here, because in the Four of Cups, I'm just like, ugh. I'm just not doing much, I feel like, with my life at this moment. And I feel like there's something within you that, and listen, you may already be on this path, and you'll be like, yeah, it sounds exactly like it was for me. Um, Sometimes I feel like I'm all washed up, but then there's something within me, like something. And I feel like, and it's uniquely you, by the way. And by the way, whatever it is, um, other people appreciate it and see you um, for the uniqueness. So, it's a gift. It's an appreciation of it. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Well, the Seven of Pentacles to me is much like the wheel. This is something that's meant to be. This is a seed that had been planted um, probably before I came here on Earth. And I'm saying me, but when I say me, I mean you. Was coming over the Two of Cups. So that's very confirming, I think. Now, let's talk about the Seven of Pentacles over the Two of Cups, though. So the Seven of Pentacles says you have to have patience, right? This is about patience. This is about planting the seed and then tending to the garden, right? This is not about trying to, I'm not going to pull an apple off the tree before it's ripe. I'm going to wait till it's ripe. And then it's harvest time, right? And that's what this is. It is about harvest time. And Pentacles in your physical world, again. So, Two of Cups. If this is work, I just have to say, this is about at least two people, maybe three, who, I don't know, I feel like you can create magic together. And I feel like this is, Seven of Pentacles also talks about when it's meant to come in, right? It's much like the Empress, right? Giving birth, giving birth to a child. You want to go that full 9 months, right? You want that child to be fully developed. I don't want to be impatient and say, pull the child at 4 months. I want it now, right? We have the Knight of Swords coming over the Three of Wands. I have to tell you, I feel like this is manifestation at its finest. I feel like this is the ability to look out into the world after having this clarity. And I feel like being able to manifest, it's almost like your soul is calling in this seed. It's time, right? It's time. We have the Ace of Wands. So this is our action card. This is our passion, our desires. This is a great path to walk down. This is when you're feeling inspired. This is when you're feeling intuitively guided and you're allowing that flow. And let me tell you, you will flow. And it's interesting. We started the Four of Cups again. Just, again, I want you to just look at the image. Look at her face, right? But what she's staring up at is hope. Hope. And it's almost like Mother Mary is saying, my child, I need you to move out of that energy. And I need you to think about the gifts that you have been given. And this is where I want you, or I ask of you, to move your energy next. Right? And when you do this, you truly help manifest all that you want. So, right, so we know whoever is in this Two of Cups. This is, I just want to say again, a seed that was planted before we came here to Earth. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. So this is about success. This is about building up your pentacles. This tells you, you put your focus. It's interesting because we start with the Three of Pentacles, right? This is when you join something or you begin something. This is when you start to bring out your uniqueness, your talents. And it can be in the beginning where people are just now recognizing it. It can talk about a person just now, you know, seeing your uniqueness, who you are, you know, the other half of their soulmate energy. But the Nine of Pentacles talks about you and your stability. Nine, it didn't, you know, this is about, you know, I often feel the Nine, it has such a strong foundation. This is about something that, first of all, we're starting at the Three, which is great. And what that tells me is this is probably something that you can already do, right? Again, maybe you just never use it. Like maybe you have a beautiful voice and you want to be a singer, but you just never really moved in that direction, right? You know, you didn't do what needed to be done. You know, if you wanted a career in it. So that's what I'm talking about. So anyways, this is a strong foundation. You know, it's coming over the moon. So this can talk about, maybe I'm at the Three. Like, can I be successful in love or in this, what I want to create? Like, financially, can I be successful? This tells you, yes, this is the energy of success. It's just saying be willing to put in the work to get you to the Nine of Pentacles. This is not like something is just given. This is through your energy and your work. But at the same time, I feel like it feels like this is when you kind of feel alive at the same time. So, you know, it's like Mother Mary is saying, child, you know, you're sitting here doing nothing. And you could begin right now, right where you sit, building a new life, a new way for yourself. But it takes your effort, right? Your uniqueness. Like, we're missing your unique part in this world. You know, Nine of Pentacles, I feel, is Virgo energy and is right next to Hermit. So it's interesting. We could have a double Virgo. And maybe even Pisces. And I just did someone else who had a double Virgo. Well, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess coming over the Five of Wands is really nice. Because, you know, this is whoever, well, really probably both, figuring it out. Maybe in their own way, in their own unique way, they're figuring out the cause of a lot of these broken mirrors. And, you know, ultimately the Ten of Pentacles is coming on top of Justice. So Justice is where there was a tie. This could talk about, you know, and I feel this so often in my readings, and I get it. I totally get it, because it's energy that I had to go through. And what I'm talking about is sometimes when we're alone, and, you know, maybe we're in that Four of Cups energy and we're, you know, bored, or we're in the Five of Cups energy, we're missing. And all Divine is saying is if you could turn that energy around and pour it into something. And that can be, I often think of like a lyric writing, like writing lyrics about my journey. It's therapeutic. Painting, you know, writing a book, doing a blog. I don't know, like I can think of a million different things. But just the kind of path that put you on. But nonetheless, we had go from the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like there was this cut. And there was a need, let's just say if this is going to go the whole way, and the Ten of Pentacles is about stability. To me, it's where it takes root, right? Our seed plants other seeds that plant others, right? It's like, what do you call that when a seed throws its seeds, right? Um, Germinate? Anyway, that's kind of what I'm feeling in this Ten of Pentacles. So I do feel like first the cutting of a tie, and then probably two people going through, just like I saw with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. It felt like two different energies, but both of them are part of that Two of Cups. Seven of Pentacles is just confirming to us that this person was meant to be in our life, and this person may be meant to be back in our life. But each of us had to go our own way. And, for you, perhaps what this time period has done, if you allow it, is helped you to build your own stability, right? Because you need that, right? We need, each to have their own strong, stable footing. Okay, let's keep going. It's also perfect energy of working from in the home, from out of the home. High Priestess being right next to that. This could talk about, some of you who connect spiritually. We have the Three of Pentacles. Well, look at this. The Three of Pentacles coming right over that Five of Cups. I don't know if that could be any more clear. I feel like, again, like it's making sure, because in this Three of Pentacles, it's talking about something within yourself that you can use to create, and however you want to look at that. However, there's both the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups that kind of hinder that energy. Well, this Three of Pentacles coming right over that Five of Cups again. Not again, but like directly over it, next to the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. I feel like, again, it's taking, in a way, it's taking my pain. Perfect person to look on would be the Queen of Pentacles, and then making a business from it, right? Not so much to have a business, but really, it's kind of like what I do. Like, my helping you is what brings me a true sense of joy, right? I have to make a living at the same time, yes. But ultimately why I do it, because it brings me a sense of joy by seeing, your lives grow and change and experiences come in. And I see a lot of you, just through your comments, having true awakenings and awareness. And, that can come from a reading. It just makes me feel blessed. So that's my ultimate reason. And I'm kind of saying that to you because that may be your same thing. But however, can I make a living at it? This is telling you yes. But it is going to depend what you put into it, of course, right? But over and over again, it's about what you already have, your uniqueness to the world. So, I don't mean you have to learn and all of that stuff. Of course you do. Sometimes you find like things that you're just meant to do, you just learn and absorb very quickly. You seek more and more knowledge, right? You keep on learning, understanding that the learning never ends. And that's a good thing. We have the Two of Wands. Look at that. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. And, okay, we had the Five of Swords. Not so great. However, we'll figure this out. First of all, look at the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is bringing in this Eight of Pentacles energy. So, listen, career-wise, I feel like this is the period, like the light is green, go, right? Go. and create. The Eight of Pentacles, that's what I'm doing. I'm focusing on my craft, and I'm building, and I'm learning. The Eight of Pentacles talks about being willing to come into something as an apprentice and learn as you go, and you will. She's looking right at that Nine of Pentacles. I mean, how about this? Eight of Pentacles, Nine, Ten of Pentacles. I mean, it just doesn't get, I don't know, like a, like, you know, I don't want to make you think that this is something that makes you rich. Maybe it does. Maybe it's what, just the life you're meant to live. You know, like, don't be mad at rich people. Maybe they're just meant to be here rich, right? And we're meant to struggle. But who has more character? You know, that's kind of what I feel like. You know, the character is built within the struggle. And if one didn't have to struggle, one usually doesn't appreciate, you know, the outcome. And I could talk about the partnership here too, by the way. You know, going through the struggle, understanding it. There's definitely the energy of needing to understand it. Otherwise, what's the sense? Like, I feel like mirrors will just keep getting broken, right? So, success, absolutely. Spiritually based businesses, and I feel like that's just in any business where you're helping your fellow brother or sister, or maybe that's just what your goal is, and you also make money with it. I feel like it's definitely confirmation for that too. All right, so we have the King of Wands. This can be you. This can be two Sagittariuses, Aries, Leo. First of all, he's coming over the Ace of Swords. I want to look at this Five of Swords a little deeper. I feel like he's just kind of in agony. Like, I just want to get out of my head. But I mean, this guy just wants to get out of his thoughts. I feel like this person in the Five of Swords, it says anything like it means, but I feel like this energy, I feel like someone is getting like a lot of epiphanies, a lot of ideas, almost to the point where it's driving them a little crazy. It make him in dream form. I definitely feel like it's thoughts. It's something that just keeps coming, and I feel like it's meant to until you listen to it. This may be a hint for some of you of what it's talking about within your gifts, your creative energy. Because I feel like, you know, it's like the raven just keeps picking at them. But I feel like that picking is like new ideas, right? New, because it just keeps, you know, the next one comes in and then the next one comes in. It's like, this may be somebody who needs to write, right? Write these thoughts down, these, you know, what's coming to you. Find a way to release it, but in a way that you can keep it. Because I feel like, you know, in a way it's like your higher self leading you. You know, and listen, if you're in the Five of Cups, it's like almost like I don't want to be bothered with that energy, right? However, this Five of Swords and the Three of Pentacles together, in the way that I'm feeling the Five of Swords, again, just states about, you know, sometimes ignoring our own gifts. And, you know, your guides just keep like, well, we're just going to keep sending you these ideas over repetitively until there's either action, you write them down. It's almost like so they can know that they're safe. Not them themselves, but the ideas that we have the King of Swords and we have the Magician. So, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is also about, let's just look at the King of Swords. This is someone who, in the light, by the way, And he is, he's also attached to guardian angel energy, so he may feel like your guardian angel in a way, maybe your guardian angel. But this is someone who seeks the truth, almost demands the truth, right? This is someone who has the art of communication down. Even if they're starting here at the five, right, or at the beginning, right at the change, right at when I make the decision to move forward, right, with the magician under there. The magician is about you manifesting, but I feel like you have help here at the same time. It's like you're manifesting, maybe you're manifesting faster than you can handle. Some of you, I feel like that's the case. Like, and I kind of get that. Like, we're like, oh man, I wish I could keep a recorder with me because things come to me that I know are meant to be in part of a reading that I know I forget. So I kind of feel like that's what it's talking about. The writing down. If nothing else, this is telling you the period of time that you're entering into is one of your own seeds of intention. An experience that you want to bring to the world, right? Your uniqueness of it. So this is not without your consent. This is with your consent. This is because it is your seed, and it's a great seed, but you got to water it at the same time. So anyway, this King of Wands is over here too. So didn't we have another one? Or maybe I already said it. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This feels like someone who's also overcome. I feel like in a way, now I have to say this the right way because I don't want to I don't want you to think in any way that you're meant to stay within the Five of Cups energy. And again, it's the energy of, listen, it's all completely understandable, but it's the energy of staying, of not moving, and instead, succumbing to that type of energy. And in a way, because I feel the same for the person up in the Four of Cups who's just kind of bored, maybe with their free time, not really doing anything. And I feel like in both incidences, ugh, um, these ideas, these pecks on the head, right? They keep coming and coming and coming and coming, and maybe they feel a little annoying. That is your clue. That is your sign. Um, just write it down, even if it makes no sense, because eventually it will. It definitely will. So, anyways, these two kings down here could be the other part of the Two of Swords. Female, male, doesn't really matter. The magician is really the energy of you manifesting. And I don't know why, for some of you, I feel like you're even a little annoyed with that. But nonetheless, it feels like it's just what is meant to happen. Your last card down here is the Ace of Swords. So remember that. This is about your truth. This is living in a period of truth. Maybe that's all I'll accept as the truth. It's about understanding that your communication is important, to the rest of us, right? You can help the rest of us. You are the sign of fire and action. And sometimes we forget that. So I feel like I'm just going to stop talking now and say that this feels very clear to me. Ultimately, can I have what I want? Yes, you can. Ultimately, I feel like many of your seeds are coming to fruition. And it's just, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? We can't always control the bloom. We can try to a point, right? But it's going to bloom when it wants to bloom. That type of thing. So, it may bloom, before we're ready. So, and I just have to say, however you're making your pentacles, that too. That just feels like that also, it's confirmation that you're meant to be doing what either you're already doing or you're thinking about doing. I also feel this is a great time for collaboration. Think about collaborating, seeking out, remaining your true self. But this just feels like, it feels like a really good time. However, at the same time, there's energy that I have to be willing to change to be able. It's almost like if I can't change, because the two can't coexist, right? If I'm going to stay over here, then this can't come to me or I can't get to it, right? This is almost like I'm saying no. I'm putting my feet down. Boom. Okay, well, you know what I mean. And I'm going to leave it there. All right, let's read from the Mother Mary book, and let's read Hope. I have a feeling it's going to fit in perfectly, but let's read it and see. This is a message about retaining hope, even if you have no idea how your situation could resolve itself. Jesus taught about the importance of the power of faith, and your circumstances require it. A person who carries hope in his or her heart is trusting in God's plan. This translates into someone who is happy, relaxed, and easygoing, which is a winning and magnetic personality that attracts helpful people and golden opportunities. This card asks you to remain optimistic about your future and to continue giving worries, cares, insecurities, and other forms of fear to God, who will heal them. In answers to your prayers for increased hope and faith, spiritual help is available to bolster your positive outlook. Just beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to leave it there. I just want to thank you for being part of my channel, part of my family. For, I guess, showing up for the experience. As always, I want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your donations, keeping the channel alive, your comments. Keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. All of that. Just thank you. Just thank you for allowing me to read the way that I read, and being open to it. I know not everyone has made it to the end, so congratulations to those who did, because I feel like this is where the answers lie. Those who maybe clicked off may still be back at the 4 cups, or the 5 of cups, and to each their own, right? Everybody will decide when it's their time, but we have some guides who are really nudging. Why? Because why not? I mean, look at the potential. Why not? And you deserve it. You deserve it. You got to keep telling yourself that. Don't live a regretful life. You can't change it. You got to learn from it and then move on from it. And use it as part of your wisdom. Maybe to help someone else not make the same stupid mistake you did, right? That's how I feel. Like, but until you know that, you don't know that. So anyways, I love you guys. I will see you in the readings. Bye-bye.